Hey guys, and welcome back to a steaming pile of ships channel. And today I've got a game in the Moskva for you. So I'm kind of surprised at the results of this game. You can see down at the bottom that it's not only Tears of the Desert, probably one of my least favorite maps, and it's also Epicenter, definitely one of my least favorite game modes. So I was actually rather surprised that I had such a good result that I could share with you, or that I felt that I should share with you. Um, because realistically, going into this game, I was like, ugh, this. But anyways, I hope you like what I'm about to show you. Now, I will apologize in advance. You're going to see a little bit of stuttering, and it's actually going to start up very shortly here. I was testing out, seeing if my gaming laptop can handle streaming, and one of the side effects of that is you can't record using Shadow to play the actual game, so I couldn't do like a live recording of the game. But good news, I found out that I can stream, and it did look pretty good. At least I was on my phone watching it, um, but anyways, as an after effect of that, I just found the replay file so that I could make the video from that. So there are going to be the little bit of stutters every now and again. You're not going to be able to see my reticle when I aim in. And of course, the little blue and now orange circles that indicate whether my guns are pointed in the right direction or not, they're going to be messed up a little bit too, because apparently that's just one of the things you have to watch for in the World of Warships replays. I adjusted my mic a little bit, so hopefully that sounds a little bit better for you guys. Ooh. I hope you can't hear the little S whistles too bad, because I certainly can. Maybe that'll be a tiny bit better. Fingers crossed. But anyways, we're heading down along the edge of the circle basically because while the Moskva is fairly well armored for a cruiser, it is still a cruiser, so I don't really want to slug it out with any battleships, so expecting the battleships to be in the northeastern side of the map, I'm going to the southwestern part, and since we've got 22.6 kilometer range, well, we'll put that to good use. Opening up on the Kutuzov, we switch to AP because you never know your luck. We might as well try and get a citadel at this range. Looks like we're going to clip the island there. Yep. Switching back to HE though, we're going to take a little bit of look. A little bit of a look rather. And let's fire on this Yugumo. Nope, don't want to hit the Bismarck. I'm not too worried about any team damage from hitting him, but I don't want to run smack into the side of him and then be stuck dead in the water for a bit while we try and avoid getting shot, although looks like we're probably out of range of almost every single one of these ships here. Turpets, we're going to wait to fire until we know we've missed or we'll miss hitting the island. And yep, we're pretty sure, so go ahead and open fire on him and see if we can't set him on fire. Now we're going to be behind the island. We hit him for 1,000 damage. I'll take it. It's better than nothing. Although I really was hoping for a fire there. And this is one of the things I really love about the Moskva. You just have this insane range. Again, I use the reload or the range module, not the reload module, which gives you a 22.6 kilometer range. A couple torps coming in. Let's try not to hit those. Slowing down. But that really allows you to kind of hang back and... Ooh, that turret's put the fire out that was there. Those torps have run out too, but it allows you to basically just spam from extreme range. Edinburgh pops up, so we'll use the rear turret and hit him with it, hopefully. Going back to the turrets here, I want to set him on fire, and we've set him on fire twice with that salvo, so we're going to focus on the Edinburgh here. Because, quite honestly, 2 fires at this type of range, you're going to really have to have good aim to get more. And I'd rather focus this guy here, since he's pretty much stopped right now. We've set him on fire on the bow. And we've set him on fire on the rear part, the rear superstructure looks like, so he's gonna burn for and another fire set. So he's got 3 of 4 spots on fire. I kind of feel bad for him. I'd feel a little more worse for him if he didn't have the really good Royal Navy build. The Tirpitz is probably going to burn to death down there, so we'll focus our efforts back towards this direction. Again, I apologize, you saw a little bit of stuttering there, so nothing I can really do, unfortunately. And now that he's in his smoke, he has repaired all 3 of those fires, which I expected because, quite honestly, that's what I would have done, so why wouldn't he? Looking over here, we see a North Carolina, and I might as well shoot at him since the Edinburgh is undetected now. I'm waiting to get the front turrets aimed in, and how about that? I don't really want to get anywhere near the Ibuki down there. I've kind of been ignoring him, and I've pretty much been able to ignore him because my superior range. That and he's shooting at other friendlies of mine, and there's that Edinburgh. But I really don't want to get into a fight with him because he's got even better fire chance than me, I believe, and I really don't want him burning me to the ground because I'm not a battleship. I'm a cruiser, so I can't quite take fires as well. We loaded up AP, we're going to fire 1 salvo, but I think that's all we're going to be able to get before the Edinburgh goes behind the island. 5,000 damage just about, I'll take that. I wish it was a citadel, but I guess you can't have everything. 5,000 damage is much better than nothing anyways. Now the great AP on the Moskva means that I could probably get a good hit on that North Carolina, firing AP at him, but looks like we're going to go back with the Edinburgh because he's peeking out. Now I would never have done this in the Edinburgh rather. He's 2 tiers lower than me. Yeah, he might have his smoke, but I've got radar, so I'm not worried about him one bit. I'm taking a little bit more damage than I'd like simply because I'm not angling, but, well, it's not huge. And I do have my repair, which I'll go ahead and pop. We'll go ahead and fire. We're going to keep firing AP because there's Torps right there. But I fully expect him to eventually go broadside and try and run back for the islands. We're popping our radar now that we've reloaded. And he is starting to go a little more broadside, so you see he's just popped his heal there, and he's getting a lot of health back. 1 more salvo right there. Nice 3,000 hit. Still no citadels, though. We're in secondary range now. We'll fire 1 more salvo, and then the radar's going to run out, but it looks like the friendly Missouri is going to take him out before I get the chance. And now I know why he went broadside. He wanted to get his torps off, so we'll immediately repair the flooding that caused, as well as the incapacitation to the main battery. Kind of get lucky with the dodges right there. Wasn't even trying, and managed to, as far as I know, it looked like every one of those missed. Enemy Bismarck out there. We'll go ahead and fire some HE at him, try and light him on fire. Enemy Kutuzov from earlier. Friendly Atago right behind us. Moving over. Ooh, there's a nice broadside Kurfürst. He'll be easy to set on fire. And for a second there, I thought I saw on the mini-map something briefly pop up, an enemy ship in the bottom area, but since I don't actually see a gray outline from where an enemy ship would have last been spotted, I think it was just a bug. But I do remember seeing something in the game. And there's the Edinburgh sinking there. Go ahead and try and set a fire on this Bismarck. He's exactly at the end of our range right now, 22.6. The Kurfürst is behind the island, so making use of our long range, we'll hit that guy. And that's one of the nice things about the Moskva in Epicenter is you don't have to play quite like other cruisers because you have such long range. You get this great range which allows you to basically skirt the edges of the circle, and you can pretty much hit any part of the circle. Managed to set the Bismarck on fire right before he gets back into cover, so that's always nice. We're going to try and get this Iowa burning now. And of course, the Moskva is very good at burning enemy battleships. I would argue that it's better than the Zhao, simply because you can hit him from further away. You know, there are enough destroyers in most games that you can't reliably stealth fire, and that's the one thing that the Zhao is really good at, is stealth firing. Speaking of battleships, the Kurfürst is back. Let's get him burning. But again, with all the destroyers running around, you're generally not going to be able to stealth fire very easily. Alright, reload. He put that fire out. I'm not going to complain because it benefits me, but I would never put that fire out in my Kurfürst. I mean, I wouldn't even put that fire out in my Zhao with the amount of hit points I currently have, let alone the amount that he has. He's stopping now. He could take so much fire damage, though, and why you would wait. He's firing HE now, so that tells us a lot more about him. But you can take so much fire damage. Why would you waste your repair on just one fire? He's backing up now. I've set him on fire, and that one's gonna stick. It looks like he's pointed at the yeah, he's shooting at that Atago, which is great because I'm pretty much fully broadside, and he could absolutely wreck me right there if he wanted to. But he's already kind of shown us that, well, we'll just say he might not be the most experienced player, or maybe he's just going through um, a weird sort of phase. I don't know. I'm trying not to call him an idiot because I really don't like to, but, well, I guess actions speak louder than words. You notice two Bismarcks just rammed each other to death, bringing the ship total down even more. And we've got quite a nice lead right now. There's the Shimakaze. I was slowing down behind the island so I wouldn't get shotgun torped by him. I didn't know where he was, but now that I know he's over there, pretty much safe. And those were terribly aimed shells. Yeah, we'll fire some more where he might be. We'll go back over here. Kutuzov from earlier, he's trying to set me on fire, so let's see if we can do the same to him, because he can't repair and I can't. So I'm perfectly fine if I got set on fire one time. It's not going to hurt too much. Not going to hurt me anything that I can't get back. And here's that replay aiming bug there. Now he's gone stealth, so we're going to start pushing out here because we can't really shoot anything from where we're at. And we've set him on fire. Now keep in mind there is a destroyer out there still. We do roughly know where he's at, so there is a smoke cloud over there. Looking back over there, I might be in radar range. Might be in radar range. There's the Witherer. And Kutuzov has set us on fire now, but again, I'm not worried. I'm more worried about the battleships citadeling me. We used AP because the Iowa was broadside, but as soon as we switched to it, he started angling again, so it really didn't help us out. So back to HE we go, and there's the Kutuzov, but noticing that I just now got a fire on the Iowa, I would much rather just go and try and get him on fire again. It's a much easier target to hit. We're going to pop radar because probably not in range, I guess. I would have spotted him right now if I was in radar range, so that's kind of a mess up on my part. But we'll go ahead and keep putting HE into this Iowa. I'm not really worried about the Shimakaze, but he would be nice to have done. Although I want to say, I think we have a Bismarck, and that's the closest thing to him, so I'm not too worried about our battleships. Yeah, it's a Bismarck. 3 fires going on the Iowa, but one of them gets put out. We switched back to AP because at this range you can Citadel Iowas, I want to say. if they go perfect broadside. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're not getting any citadels though, but we are getting some pretty decent 4K volleys. I'm not going to complain about those. He'll be dead anyways very soon. He slowed down a little, so those are going to miss. But let's try it one more time. See if we can put him underneath. Okay. Darn it. I really wanted that kill. You notice I've got 170,000 damage in the corner, but I've only got one kill to show for it. I guess I can't have everything, right? Try and get this different Kurfürst back on fire. And oh, I thought he put it out for a second, but he was just firing his gun, so the smoke from that. Dodged his shells pretty easily. And now he's put our fire out. I think he might have been set on fire twice, though. There's the high caliber award. Let's get him burning again now. He's a very, very big target, very easy target to hit. Very, very nice target to set on fire because since he wow, words are hard. Since he has so many or so since he has so many hit points, he burns for a lot more, which means I get more damage when I set him on fire like that. We've managed to capture all 3 zones now. So, I mean, at this point, this game is in the bag. It's just, let's go ahead and get some more damage while we can, right? We got a Missouri over there. Are they going to ram? Whatever. I want to go for the Shimakaze here because I popped my radar and spot him. He's got his engine taken out, so we're going to try and get him on fire. He's repaired. Come on. Yeah, they did ram. That's the second. That's the second instance of ramming going in this game. There were 2 Bismarcks rammed each other earlier, and then there were those guys. And how have nobody killed that guy there? I guess I'll claim him. We aim a little bit behind where he would be if he hadn't run aground. Those would have missed, but since he was running aground and I predicted that, fired a little bit behind, and we took him out. So finally we get another kill. We've only got 200,000 damage now. And now it's basically just a race between me, my teammates, and the clock. As this Kutasov tries to stay alive long enough to end the game and survive. I'm going to stay with HE here because fortunately, or rather unfortunately for me, because all my team are going after him, he's being quite erratic in his movements. And he really isn't giving any broadsides, so we'll just stick with the high explosive, try and set him on fire, and just chip away at him with the HE. I will say props to this guy because he has kind of been, obviously he's bottom tier and he's been doing stuff this match. He hasn't just been quite sitting in the back. I mean, he has, but that's kind of how you play the Kutasov. He's been trying, at least, right? And now he's going down valiantly. But I think the game, yep, the game ends before we can kill him. Now, I managed to get the screenshots. I mentioned that I couldn't get the actual recording live, but I did get screenshots, so we do have the post-game results. Just a lot of credits and a lot of experience here, quite a bit actually, but you can thank my Ocean Soul camo as well as my flags for that, and there was also a mission that I completed somewhere too. But regardless, 211,000 damage, I think that's my record in the Moskva actually. 200 target hits, a nice even number. 2 assists and capture, that'll help us out. Wither, First Blood, and High Caliber, only 2 kills, but that's, I'm not going to complain with that amount of damage there. And of course, 21 fires. Going here, I'm really not too surprised with that amount of damage that we're the highest on the team. I'm just going to leave it at that, really. Pretty nice. Going over here, 107,000 damage was main battery, with 79,000 being HE and 27,000 being AP. 103,000 was fire damage alone, so that's pretty nice. And you see we burned that Kerfist quite a bit. I tried going over here to see what other ships we hit, but again, these are just screenshots, so I can't do that, which is unfortunate. But I guess force to have it, really. Come on, go to the last screen. There we go. And as you can see, I actually didn't make 5,000 um, base, just from the game, I guess. But with the missions I completed, I got the 500,000 or whatever silver here. So overall, though, I'm not complaining. Nice chunk of commander experience here. I think I unlocked. Um, no, never mind. That was a different game. You can see I didn't unlock a new commander skill there, but um, regardless, I'm definitely getting closer. Although with the new update coming out pretty soon, I have no idea how much I'll be left with after that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my Moskva game. I really enjoyed playing it, and I'm enjoying the prospect of sharing it with you. I'll catch you next time.